Hey guys, so we are back for another Fireside Chat. I kind of feel like we needed to start the video. Hi, it's Shannon.
And Paul.
Because that's what we always do on our other channel. But no, you know it's us.
Yep.
It's us. We're back.
It's us.
It may be a little noisy. It may not. We have lots of construction going on still. We have some workers outside right now doing stuff. And yeah,
So it's actually kind of funny because Shannon hears much better than I do. And I have the ability to block out a lot of background noise. Well, things just fade into the background for me. Shannon hears everything. Like, she sits there and just twitches, and I can be like, what's wrong? She's like, there's a cricket 3 doors down that I hear.
It's not quite that bad.
I don't know how you hear that. Like, it's funny, like in a crowded restaurant, when there's a lot of background noise, I have trouble hearing somebody across the table from me unless I really super concentrate on
That's
it.
his story.
No, I really do. Really, I do.
Yes.
But anyway, so in things like this, so like I hear a little bit of construction noise, but not much. Shannon hears it all, and she thinks that you guys hear it all too. You guys I might be the weird one, don't know.
Well, a lot of times when I film for this channel, I say it and people don't hear it. But, funny story, this wasn't even on our question and answer list. I think Thursday we're gonna have Paul's Disney experience video posting.
That's right.
And Paul sat right there on our couch and filmed it by himself. I was down in the basement working.
Down in the basement.
Simon was at the door to the basement screaming his little head off because he wanted to be out here on the video.
What's funny is I only heard him meow once or twice.
He only heard him meow once or twice. If you guys watch that video, I think it's like 20 minutes long or 23 minutes long, and Simon's like, meow, meow, meow. Like, yeah. Seriously, I was thinking, I'm gonna tell Paul he has to refilm this because the cat is so annoying. But I didn't want to do that to Paul, so hopefully you guys don't. Hopefully you don't mind the cat, and don't worry, no harm was done to the cat. I was in the basement, and I'm his favorite person in the house. He just wanted to be a turkey because I think he knew the camera was up here.
Gobble, gobble.
Anyway.
That was a funny story.
We should get on with this.
Okay.
So what we decided to do, this is I think the third now, like Fireside Chat video that we were doing. Actually, yeah, so anyway, it's the third one. You guys have just been asking questions or leaving comments, and then when you do that, I just make a little note. I have a little list right here, and then that way we can just kind of talk about the things that you are interested in. So if you have any questions, comments, it could be about this channel, our other channels, whatever. Yep. Leave them down below.
This is the place to ask.
Yep, this is the place to ask. So I have a big list. We're going to try to get to some of these.
Okay.
I
don't know what's on the list. I'm trying to look at it, but Shannon's waving that around.
So one of the things that you guys did want to hear about, we had talked about in one of the last videos, was the Disney experience that Paul had teased about in the last video.
Yep.
That has been filmed. That will be up, I believe, Thursday. So check back for that.
Simon in the background.
With Simon screaming in the background. Okay. So first off, I'm just gonna, Paul doesn't have any idea what's on the list. I haven't prepped him or anything, so.
Ready for my mind to be blown.
People want to know if we will do a house tour. Will we do a house tour?
Of this house?
Of this house.
Define house tour.
Like you take the camera, the fireplace kicks on, it's blowing the heat out now. You like walk around with the camera and film the rooms and show people what they look like.
The entire house?
Yes.
So I don't have a problem with that. You know, I have some areas of the house that are my responsibility, which are
messy.
Slightly disorganized to a complete disaster, just depending on your perspective of things.
Well,
but Shannon has a room as well, which right now has a big mess. So
which one?
Your
I have multiple.
Beauty room.
Oh, my beauty room's a mess. My craft room's a mess. My office is a mess.
Yeah, your definition of mess and mine are totally
different. The only
different.
thing that's really clean. Oh no. I was going to say the dining room, but Paul has a bunch of bookshelves in there still. We have to show you guys that.
Yeah.
Paul, we bought 11 Billy bookcases from IKEA and had them delivered, so Paul's been busy building.
Paul, busy building Paul with Billy bookcases.
Busy building Billy bookcases with Paul.
Okay.
Hey, that could have been a video.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe a house tour is coming, or maybe we'll just kind of show you room by room on some of these like fireside chats. We can just like break and show you like a room.
Yeah, well, we can. I mean, I feel like we can do a house tour at some point. It may be a couple weeks, but you'll get one.
They're basically interested in seeing. We did a lot of empty house
right,
things,
yeah.
and they never got to see it like once all our furniture has been delivered
Okay.
and all that. So I think it was the last Fireside Chat, I showed the dining room though,
That
and
was like the first one.
or maybe it was the first one, whatever.
Yeah.
I showed the dining room. It isn't completed yet because we still need like some plants, some greenery, something to kind of warm up the room a little bit, but the furniture and the wall stuff is done. It'll be okay, Paul.
It's not going to be okay.
Leave comments, let them know, it'll be okay. All right, so house tour. Okay, next thing on the list. People want to hear the story of your older lady friend. Now,
Okay.
this is something we talked about in the last video, and we did receive a couple comments that people were like, what do you mean by friend? And I didn't really think that through, but maybe if you're from a different country or have different ideas of friend, like that could have been confusing because she actually isn't Paul's friend.
Yeah, no.
I kind of meant it like he attracted her
Yeah.
as.
I certainly attracted her. That's for
Okay,
sure.
so be polite.
Okay,
Be nice.
so I want to be
Talk
very
about
polite.
this
I also
friend.
just want to give you a quick parental warning. This next section will be PG-13. Will be PG. We're not delving into PG-13. But just, quick little segment there for you. So real fast, Shannon's dad was living in a home that was specially designed for people with Alzheimer's or dementia. Her dad suffered with that for the last couple of years, and so it was an adventure going to visit him because he was living in a community which was a safe environment, but it was 20 or 30 people with the same type of disease state in various stages. Is that accurate?
Yeah, so it was a little worse than just regular kind of Alzheimer's because the type, what he had, without getting into a ton of detail that you guys don't care about, it made it very difficult for people of this type to distinguish reality versus fantasy. So like if the TV was on in their home, then they would tell, like my dad would tell us, like that was his life. So they couldn't realize that was a TV show they watched versus real life. So they were just very free and very open with their ideas
and their thoughts
and had no filter.
No filter.
My dad included.
Yeah.
Which made for a lot of fun.
It was interesting. So we went there, and what was kind of funny is this home that your dad was in, I feel like there was a lot more women than there was men.
Yeah.
There, and that's actually, sadly enough, a common thing because women live longer.
That's not sad that women live longer. That's awesome.
Well, yeah,
I know that's
just
not
sad.
what you meant.
Yeah.
But.
Okay. Anyway. So anyway, it's sad for me.
It's not sad for me though.
Anyway, no,
Well, it'll be sad because when you're gone, I'll miss you.
Yeah, that's why I'm sad. That's why it's
Okay.
sad for me, because I'm sad for you that I will be depriving you of my brother.
Look,
So anyway,
as we're filming this, it's the first day of February.
Yeah.
In April, we'll have been married for 25 years, so
That's right.
I'm good.
So anyway,
The graphic on the back of his shirt is hot.
so we would go visit Shannon's dad every weekend, and so we got to see a lot of these other residents, and we often would be in a community area where they could kind of come in and out of the room, and they just got to be kind of part of the extended family. We knew some of their names, but not everybody, and
some of the people thought we were their family.
Absolutely.
After coming for a while, they thought we were their grandkids or their kids or whatever, and
Right.
but that was fine.
it was fine.
But there was a new lady.
So there was a new lady, and I was standing there, and I'm trying to be very friendly and smile with people, and hi, how you doing? And I'm trying to engage with the people there, and just be like, hi, how are you doing? And
because they just want to talk and have somebody
and
to
just be social,
just be with. Yeah.
And and mostly I'm just nodding along and yeah. Well, what about that? What about And they're telling me stuff about their life, and I don't know if this really happened or if this is just, like Shannon said, like a TV show they've recently watched.
Right, and people were in varying stages of speech ability as well, like
Yes.
from complete gibberish to still able to carry a full conversation on. So, totally different range.
Well, this woman could carry a conversation on. So
She was cute.
She kind of shuffles up to me, kind of sidles up next to me. I'm like, hi, how you doing? She just looks at me and smiling at me. And so I smile back. I was like, hi. And she looks at me and she's like, she
started with, she looked at him, she goes, you are so good looking.
Yeah, see, I didn't remember exactly how it started.
You are so good looking.
So this lady is about 70 years old.
Probably older.
Probably older. And one sad side effect of this disease is it makes people age quicker. It makes them look a lot older. So I don't know, but she looked to be in her 70s, which is fine. But she's in pajamas and
she was not in good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, she comes up to me, she smiles, like she's like, you are so good looking. And she's reaching out to grab my arm. And so I'm kind of like moving away.
He's getting closer to me, like, this is my wife.
Yeah, and Shannon's staring over, just smiling, trying not to laugh out loud, not being helpful at all. And so I'm kind of shuffling away. Well, this woman then turns to either, did she turn to you or did she turn to her friend? Like another one of the residents?
Neither.
Okay.
She was looking right at you.
Okay, I thought she said it in the third person.
No.
Okay.
No, apparently he's blocked it from his memory.
Well then...
She said to Paul... Should I say it? Can you not say it? She said, I'm going to have you.
See, and I'm remembering her saying to somebody else, like, I am going to have him.
No, she said, I am going to have you.
Okay.
I am going to have you. And then I start cracking up, and he's like, deer in the headlights.
Yeah, like, what do I say?
I'm laughing, and she looks at me, she's like, oh, I am going to have him. And I'm like...
Well, I'm married. I'm married to her. I'm like, help.
You're blushing.
Well, yeah.
He's still blushing.
So anyway, that's my story. I'm still married to Shannon. Nothing happened. I just kind of learned to.
She went and sat down and forgot all about it. So.
Yeah. Luckily, an aide in the home came and she overheard this exchange. She's chuckling and laughing. She came and got this lady and took her and got her interested in something or somebody else. So I was safe. I got out of there.
That's okay. I had my times too, because apparently when I was not around, my dad would tell all the different staff that I was his wife. And they're like, wow, he really has a young wife.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd show up and they'd be like, your husband. I'm like, ew, that's my dad. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was fair.
It was fair. Yeah, okay, it worked out. So Shannon had her own thing. I just wasn't around to have the fun of seeing that.
Yeah. So all that to say, if you guys ever have time on your hands and like to volunteer and do things, if you can go to like an assisted living home and just get to know people, obviously talk to the staff, the office, make sure it's okay. But it's a lot of fun getting to know the people, and I don't know, I think it's a blessing for them too, because there's not a lot of people that come visit.
Yeah, and you'll have some stories.
And there's some family there's some people there that don't have any family. So
That's
then
true.
if you keep coming, like we were always there, they started to be like, oh, you're coming to see me. And I just think that's really cool and nice.
It is.
We still have good stories that we like talk to each other. Like I could just tell him, he doesn't know, it's pots and pans.
Yeah.
And he knows exactly what I'm talking about. So it's fun stuff. You get to know people, you get to whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's that. That's the story of
the
older lady. Yep.
All right.
Okay. Next question is, would we ever get another cat?
I just had to answer this question.
I didn't make that up. That's been asked by several people.
So it's funny. So hi Emily, if you're watching.
No, that was not Emily that did it.
If you're watching, a young lady that we know named Emily happened to ask us that exact question. We were out to lunch with them the other day, and I'll answer this the exact way that I answered her. Would we ever get another cat? That's impossible for me to say right now. Probably we will get more cats. I think that we have decided that we are definitely a one cat at a time.
Interesting.
Family.
I thought we had decided no more cats. Now.
Well, hang on. This is gonna. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna just look up. I have my phone right here. I'm just gonna look up a picture.
Shannon's gonna call somebody. She's phoning a friend. So I'm going to poll the audience. She's phoning a friend.
I don't think you guys can see this far away, but I found this cat on Instagram. It's just on the Cats of Instagram page. I don't know whose picture it is to give credit. Cat. Can you guys see this cat?
It's a beautiful cat.
I want this cat so bad.
So if we were to get another cat, that would be a beautiful cat to get, but I probably would not get that cat. I have my reasons.
I want an orange tabby boy.
Yeah, I just want a mutt cat. Just an orange tabby boy. Yeah.
A mutt cat.
Anyway, so yeah. For the time being, we are not planning on getting any other cats while we have Ella and Simon. It has been very difficult to introduce other cats to them. We feel like we have a good cat equilibrium going on right now, where they know everybody, they know us, and we're all getting along good.
And Simon and Ella are friends. Like, they like each other. They fight sometimes, but they really do enjoy the space with each other versus, adding other cats that can upset things.
Yeah. So Simon and Ella, they live in the basement of the house, which, don't cry for them. The basement of this house is larger than most of the large apartments we've ever lived in.
Yes.
And like larger than 4 New York apartments.
And it's a full walkout basement, so it's all sunlight, windows and
birds,
sunlight. And we're down there.
And we're down there
about 10 hours a day.
Yes.
So
don't cry for them, Argentina. But that is something that kind of takes a little bit of a toll on it doesn't bother me in the least. But Shannon would like the cats to be able to be in the rest of the house. The kids kind of would like to be there. They're off and on about it, but that's something where Shannon would really like for the cats to be able just to kind of roam free, come up to the TV room and watch TV with us, be up in her scrapbooking loft when she's up there journaling.
Or my bed.
Or her bed. Shannon feels a lot of guilt that the cats are not able to be where they want to be all the time.
That's because Simon stands at the door and says, "I'm giving you guilt."
Yeah.
And how that comes out is meow.
Shannon has cat guilt. I don't suffer from the cat guilt thing, but I suffer from the Shannon guilt thing. So
that's awesome.
So that's strike 1. Strike 2 is, again, a Shannon guilt thing. Shannon looks at the cats like her babies. I look at the cats like they're really cute and they're really fuzzy, and I care for them and I love them, but they're cats.
But Simon is needy.
Simon is needy.
He's like a little star, and
yeah.
he's needy. He's got an agent and everything, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So when we go out of town, having somebody to care for the cats, that's always a thing that we have to do. And then no matter who we have caring for the cats, Shannon worries. And that is not something that I do very well with. I'm a problem solver, and solving Shannon's worry is
there's no solving
a problem that I want to solve. If you got a problem, I'll solve it. Word to your mother.
I have a solution for you.
What's that?
We have a Ring doorbell. Love it. Guess this is a little plug for Ring doorbell. Yeah. I love it.
I don't care about it.
They have little cameras that we could set up in the basement, and then when we're away, I could activate the camera, and I can even talk to the cats.
Yeah, see, and I think that is such a load of hooey.
No, it's not
a load
hooey.
of hot, steaming hooey.
No, Simon would like it. He'd be looking around like, where are they?
Because here's what I would predict would happen. We would get the Ring doorbell camera, which Shannon says would solve the issues. That camera is not, those cameras are not going to see every inch of the basement, and the cats would find exactly this place in the basement where there's no camera coverage. And then Shannon would be worried that something is wrong with the cats because she can't see the cats, and she's yelling through the Ring doorbell, and she's not seeing any response, and something has happened, and until there's confirmation of life, things are not normal. And so no.
He acts like he knows me.
So anyway, so for me, really, that's kind of the reason why we're not getting any more cats. I would love to be at a place where, for maybe a couple months, and this is very difficult for me, and I'll tell that story in just a second.
Okay.
Didn't know you were signing up for that.
Didn't know. Yeah, this video's getting long.
So I would just like to be at a place where we don't have any pets, where we could just say, hey, let's go to Orlando for, a week and a half, and, boarding the pets or getting people to come over to watch the pets. That's just not a thing. That's what I really long for.
But we have a great vet.
We've got a great vet
that you can board the cats with, and they take care of them.
Yeah, but once again, even though Shannon knows those pets are cared for, she worries.
Well, because when I come back, they're sad.
Last time
we came back, Simon was depressed.
Worry!
Simon was sad.
So anyway,
okay,
so we are going to wrap this video up with the story of cats with me, which I'll own.
Okay.
Is that going to be it? Because we're like at the 20-minute mark already on this video.
Yeah. So you have more story or no?
Yeah, I was just going to say about getting a cat. So we had the greatest orange cat. You guys have never seen him. He was gone before we started YouTube.
Yeah.
His name was Tigger. We had him for what, 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years. Best cat in the world.
Best cat ever.
No problems ever with him. He was super adorable, super sweet, cuddly. Loved him.
You could carry him like a baby. You would pick him up. He was big too. He was like 16 pounds.
Yeah, he was part Maine Coon. He was a big cat. I didn't feel like he was big at the time, but he's big.
You could pick him up and like put him on your hip and hold him, and he would just like kind of sit there like how a baby or a toddler would.
Yeah.
And you could just walk around the house holding him like that, and he'd just be like, okay.
Yeah, he got sick, and I mean, I cried like a baby on the day that Tigger died. I did. We both did. And
you know it's bad when you go to the vet office and the cat's not doing well and they escort you out the back door of the vet office so as to not
it was bad.
Upset the other customers.
But anyway, we kind of said like during that process that there's not going to be another cat.
We never get another cat.
So anyway,
it was like
our oldest son. He really took that hard, and I took that hard. Shannon was taking it hard, and once again solving a problem. And I missed having a cat that week. I don't even think it was a full week.
This is not how this story went.
Okay, I don't think it was a full week.
This is not how this story went.
I'm over at PetSmart, and I'm looking at a cat.
Yeah, the two boys and I were sad, but we're not looking at anything. We're just sad. It was amazing how much that cat brought to the house. And those of you that have pets understand. I mean, it was incredible. 2 days after the cat passed away.
Oh, was it 2 days?
2 days.
I told you not only.
He calls me. He's at work because he was still working at UPS.
Yep.
He was on his lunch break and he calls me. He's like, I'm at PetSmart. And our PetSmart, it's not like they sell cats there. They let rescue groups come in and they adopt cats out through the rescue group,
which that's a whole nother story.
So 2 days he calls me, I'm at PetSmart, there's a really cute cat here, you should come take a look. What happened to no cats? But I didn't argue. I'm like, okay. So then we started looking at cats. We went to look at the cat and it wouldn't give, my youngest son and I went to look at the cat, it wouldn't give us any attention whatsoever. So we went to the PetSmart closer to our house, and Simon was there. That's actually where we adopted him through this rescue group. And he was so adorable. He was about a year old. He was so cute. And we walk in and we're like, oh, look at the little kitty. They're like behind a glass thing, but there's little air holes, and so you can talk to the cats. And he came over to sniff the glass and he started rubbing his head up against the glass, and then he boom, went belly up, all 4 feet out, and just started purring. He's like, love me. And my youngest son and I went, oh, that's the one. And that was the one. And then he came home like 2 days after that.
And then we went and visited Simon to see if we wanted to adopt him.
At Paul.
And he hissed.
But he was so cute. And he's been a great kitty. He is such a clown, such a star.
Yeah.
He's the star of PSToyReviews.
He's got a tremendous amount of personality.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
So we have to wrap this up because I have my stopwatch here. We've been filming for 24 minutes.
Yeah, so anyway. So we got the three topics.
Oh my goodness.
Plus you got some extra.
We only did 3 and I have this whole list. So, okay, you guys are just going to have to tune in to the next Fireside Chat.
Yep. See you later.
Bye, guys.